Hello guys. Today we're gonna be doing a League of Legacy with this Jeskainaught deck. So the goal is you play like a control game plan. You've got Force of Wills, Flow State, Ponder, or whatever, and then you either on end step flash in a Dress Down, which makes all creature on their end step you flash in a Dress Down, or a Doorkeeper Thrall, and then on your turn you play Phyrexian Dreadnought or a Flage, and then you start attacking. Or you can play a Dreadnought or a Flage and then stifle the ETB trigger so you can cheat them out quicker. And yeah, that's the deck. So let's jump into a League of Legacy and yeah, see what we can do here. The rest of the deck, we have flow states for just like digging for our combo pieces. Mana base is pretty stock except for 2 Arena of Glories, so we can haste. If we play like a Doorkeeper Thrall, we could haste out a Phyrexian Dreadnought and swing for 12, or haste out a Flage and swing for 6, and then get to Lightning Helix something, which is pretty nice. In the sideboard, we have some anti-red stuff, anti-blue stuff. We've got Erodes, Containment Priest for Sneak and Show. We've got High Noons for the Storm decks, Consign to Memories. Lelia is good into the other Force of Will decks and such. And then Silent Gravestone is good for like the combo decks like Oops All Spells. So yeah, that's the deck. Oh yeah, this is in here because it just like cheeses wins for free. Also, you can just Miracle Triumph of Saint Catherine, and you have a 2-mana 5/5 lifelinker, which is pretty ridiculous. Yeah. Still waiting for our opponent. Alright, we found our first opponent, Def Tone Gaming. Alright. This hand looks unkeepable. Yeah, this hand looks fine. Gonna Dreadnought, we don't need 2 of those ever. So we have 2 lands. I think I'm just supposed to Surveil here. But yeah, we have a Ponder and a Brainstorm and Prismatic Ending. We've got everything we need. We just... yeah, just needed our land drops. Tamia, okay. We can pending that. Let's get the Meticulous Archive and Surveil. I will keep that on top. I'm gonna lead on Tundra here so that they can't daze this. Alright, so they thankfully do not fight over that, which is good. I think we want to shuffle this away. We got a Plateau. It's not Doomsday because they're playing Basic Island. Maybe it's like a back to basics control package. So they probably take Brainstorm here because that's our only card that does anything. See what we have on the board for this. We've got Pyroblasts. Yeah, they do take Brainstorm, and then they ponder. Okay, Force of Will off the top. Alright. We're not going to fight over these. I think we just have to Island Cycle Lauren revealed. Probably just grab a basic. They're probably on some sort of back to basics package here. I mean, hopefully we can top deck a Flow State. Alright, so we're stuck with 2 cards now, and they've got a lot. They hit a Flow State. It is not online. They have no instance. They have 2 Thoughtseizes and 2 Ponders. Alright, we're going to Surveil. Let's Beneflage and top deck. Okay. So now we get to Flage them. I doubt they're going to be packing any Graveyard Hate, but we just get to Flage them and then untap and escape Flage. Huh. Coolio. Hopefully they don't go land back to basics. That would suck. Oh, it's Reanimator, I think. Okay, yes, it is. Huh. So Silent Gravestone also works against them. Containment Priest, Silent Gravestone. A Road, I guess. Pyroblast can deal with Atraxa and their draw spells. So they have Force of Will, Animate Dead, Ponder, Tameo. Oof. I don't think we can beat this. Yeah. I'm gonna just concede here because they just Force of Will my Flage and then we're cooked. Alright, well, Reanimator. Good to know. So Silent Gravestone is definitely in. Pyroblast is definitely in. We need that. We want Containment Priests. Yeah, run it like that. So Triumph is probably out. It doesn't really do anything. Swords is fine. Pending, we could probably cut one of them. Dress Down is good against the... So our deck is like pretty solid against reanimating stuff in general. So we can trim on a Dreadnought and... I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know what else we could trim. I guess 4 Flage is a bit excessive. No, Flage kills Tameo. I guess Pending can go... Yeah, Pending can go, I think. Alright, let's run it like that. This hand is beautiful. We'll keep this. So I go turn 1 Surveil. I think I can bin that. We already have 2 of these effects. And then I just get to go turn 2 Doorkeeper Thrall on end step. And then untap and I get to haste. Oh, they're just moving to discard. Okay, interesting. They discard an Atraxa. Alright, well, I'm just going to play this and I will pass the turn. Huh. There's no way moving to discard is correct. Right? There's no way that's correct. Well, now, because we have 2 Dreadnoughts, we just get to go fetch for a red source and then cast Doorkeeper Thrall. And then I get to untap Exert Arena of Glory and double cast two Dreadnoughts for lethal. Alright, opponent. Send in the goons. Alright. Looks like we outskilled our opponent in that game. I guess we could bring... I don't think they're playing Force of Will in their... they definitely are. I guess we can bring in Lavinia against them too. No, I think it's fine how it is. Alright, well, that was cool. Actually, we could probably cut a stifle for... down to 2 stifles. Yeah, we could probably do that. Huh. So we have the dress down, we have a ponder, we have a Force of Will if we need it. 4 lands is kind of a lot. I think we can keep this on the draw. Wow. Surely if you're on the play, that's wrong, right? To just skip through your turn like that. So he's definitely just moving the discard. Giving me double time walk is pretty terrible, though. Right? Like, there's no way. A bit of flow state. We don't need that. Alright, so they don't have the turn 2. There's no way that's right then. Because if they don't have turn 2, land reanimate discard, there's no way just moving to your discard step is whatever. So I'm gonna go draw the swords. But we should have plenty of answers to whatever it is they're doing. Now the question is, I think I do stifle this. Yeah. We have swords up. Maybe binning flow state was wrong. I guess I just wanted to dig for a big creature, but like, flow state does that as well. Okay, they have show and tell. Ugh, that's scary. And they binned it too, so they're probably looking for lands. Cast the card reanimate. Alright, Containment Priest. Fatal Push. No. I think I'm supposed to Force a Will their Fatal Push. Now we have a 2/2 beater. Brainstorm. So we're probably just going to brainstorm lock ourselves here, but I don't know if it really matters, to be honest. They've been to reanimate. I think I should just flash in Doorkeeper Thrall as just like an extra beater. So right now it's a 4-turn clock. Oh, we win! Hooray! Alright, that was cool. Alright. Well, hopefully we can keep this momentum going. That one, I don't know. I feel like he could have stuck it out. If he had another Fatal Push for my Containment Priest, I had no clock and there were 2 lands on top, so... Alright, well, the deck worked that game. Let's see if we can keep going. Game 2 was beautiful. We just got to absolutely demolish that guy. Alright. We're on the play. Versus a Yorion pile. Okay. Yeah, this hand looks great. We've got a Dreadnought, we've got a Stifle, we got Flow State, Pending, Dress Down, and 2 lands. Yep. This is exactly what we want. We're missing a Force of Will. Oops. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to lead on that land. I thought the game had not started yet. Wasteland. Yeah. Yikes. Okay, so we get like super punished for not playing the fetch land properly. Okay. Never mind. We're good. Is this Death and Taxes, maybe? Maybe lands? There's no way lands plays Yorion, though, right? Huh. Yeah, I think I keep this on top so I can play this Arid Mesa and step Dress Down and then double Dreadnought. Two planes. Is this like White Weenie or something? Cast Thalia. Huh. Okay. So I can still pending that, because pending works how many colors you've spent to cast it, not how much mana. We get to bin a Flage for free. That's pretty nice. Can we draw a land, please? Oh. Yeah, so this is why we play this card. We can outskill our opponents by top decking it. And then, what is White Weenie supposed to do against this thing? I mean, he might have swords or Static Prison or a Solitude. But still, this is just like such such a big idiot that you just can't really get through. Yeah, so Solitude enters the revealed card zone. Solitude pitching Felia. Okay, so this is like mono white flicker for modern. This is just a modern deck with wastelands, I think. So I think I have to pending this. They have a Field of Ruin. They're going to field me on my upkeep. If they field me on my upkeep, I just get to play Dress Down and then... Yeah, so I'm going to Dress Down. If I draw my one basic, that would suck, but okay, we did not. We're good. So now I just get to go double Dreadnought. Oh, I have 2 basics. Okay. Sorry, I thought I only had 1. Let's get a Volk here. And then I just get to go Dreadnought, Dreadnought. Which is pretty cool. I like their mismatching basics. That's awesome. I play these basics in paper. What? You can't beat 2 1-mana 12/12s with Trample? Why not, opponent? Alright, so I think I want to bring in a Road for their Felias and Pyroclasm to wipe their board. Force of Will seems really bad against them. Alright, we're gonna like that. Yeah, because Force of Will is only to kill... yeah. Oh, Containment Priest is good too, I'm sorry. We can get rid of a Stifle. So Force of Will is pretty good against the combo decks, but against decks like these where they're not really playing any one specific creature that's super impactful, they're just like playing a bunch of them that accrue value over time. It's just not very good, and we can typically sideboard it out. Yeah, Doorkeeper Thrall also just like kind of wrecks their deck. I'm gonna keep this. They have a Thalia. Interesting. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna surveil, try to find more lands. Let's get a Meticulous Archive. Because I don't need that. Get a Volk. I'll just pending this. They buy Yorion. Okay. I think that was the least scary thing they could have done. What the? Oh my gosh, I'm such a chud. I brought in High Noon instead of Containment Priest. Holy. This is online. I think I'm just going to flow state to try to find lands. There you go. That's all we wanted. I'm such a chud. This should be a containment priest. Dang it. Dang it. Wow. That's insane. They're field of ruining me. Okay, that's fine. They're just letting me flash in Doorkeeper Thrall. How nice of you, opponent. Let's grab the planes. Ether Vial. Okay. Grab a red source here. Plateau. Doorkeeper Thrall. Holy. So this is called out skilling your opponent right here. When you have skill, this is what you do. Okay. Tickle you for 10. Boom. Boom. Yeah, we don't even need Containment Priest. We just do this. And top deck Arena of Glory very skillfully, of course. They swords the Doorkeeper Thrall. Interesting. So they probably have 2 swords, is what that means. Or they can, like, flicker my Flage. But even then, I just get to cast it from my yard. Sure, man. I think that was the wrong target. Because I have a lot more enablers than payoffs. So they solitude my thing. Okay, so I'm going to let this resolve, and then I'm going to stifle this trigger. Okay. Huh. Alright, so they pitch Yorion. They get rid of my Flage. Brainstorm. Okay, so we can put this and this back on top. And then play this and pass the turn. And then we just get to Miracle Triumph of St. Catherine skillfully. And they've already used a Swords and 2 Solitudes. I love their mismatching arts. This is really funny. So I'm not going to dress down on end step because I know that there's a Triumph of St. Catherine on top. Wait. I think I can give it haste. Holy. And then I can shuffle away the High Noon. Tickle you for 5. I'm at 32. This is chill. Alright, so I have a lethal attacker. We've got a Pyroclasm to sweep away their board. Arena working with Triumph of St. Catherine Miracle is kind of awesome, I think. Alright, so we surveil. Wow, so I thought we shuffled that away. I guess I could have played that and just like thrown it at them for lethal. Okay, tickle you for 5. If they flash in a creature, I'm not going to swords it because they gain the life back, so it's not even lethal anymore. Yeah, and them just desperately throwing stuff under my Triumph is not going to win them the game, so I think I'm fine with this for as long as it goes on. Yeah, I like this pile, so I'm going to put this on the bottom, this, and then this. No. And then I just get to, dress down. Say leave it on 3. Leave a Field of Ruin, and then they can see. Hooray! We're 2-0 with Jeskainaught. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going. 5-0 would be pretty nice, but I mean, even a 4-1 or a 3-2 is positive win rate. All right. The only thing I don't like about Legacy is the queue times, but like everything else, I really like Legacy as a format. It's pretty cool. I think that there could be a lot of growth in the format if they introduce Legacy as an RCQ season or for like a spotlight series or something, because then competitive teams would focus their testing on the format, and it would and I think the format would grow a lot because of that. Because I feel like there are just like under tested archetypes and decks. On the play, this hand does not do anything. This hand is a lot better despite having the same number of lands, because we have Enabler Payoff instead of Enabler Kill Spell 5 lands. And then we can keep this, bin a Meticulous Archive. I'm fine if we get Wastelanded because our hand doesn't really do anything. Huh. That's weird. So it's a land, but it makes our turn. So if we do the thing, I think we're already happy, so I don't think we need that either. And this will ideally confuse them on what we're playing, because I don't think any decks in Legacy play Arena of Glory. Besides this one, I guess. Dang it. I'm so bad at this game. So we should have kept the Arena of Glory on top. That's what I'm hearing. Alright. Basic Mountain. Basic Island. Is this Jeskai Control with Back to Basics? And Ruination? Snappy. They're probably playing Snapcaster Mage. They reveal a Flow State. Ooh, I should have... Oops. I'm bad. I should have Doorkeeper Thrilled in response to this. Holy chat. I am bad at Magic. Don't take gameplay advice from me, please. I could have just stopped them from having a Flow State. That sucks. Alright, here's a Doorkeeper Thrall. What you got, opponent? I mean, I guess me doing this now incentivizes them to not Force of Will as much, because they already got their card out of... Alright, they still vote. Oh, they pitch Flow State. Interesting. Okay. I think I want to turn off Flame of Anor if they have it. I guess it's weird because Flame of Anor doesn't really do anything. I'm just going to kill their Thundertrap Trainer because I have the mana, and Flage is just rotting in my hand right now, so... And we're pretty close to just escaping it already. I mean, they could just play Back to Basics and send this back to the Stone Age, but it's fine. No Back to Basics. Okay, that's good. I think I'm just supposed to jam a Flage here because if they counter it or whatever, I can next turn brainstorm and put Triumph on top. So. Oh my god, Basic Island. I'm so bad at this game, chat. I'm so bad at this game. Alright, so we get to put back Archive, Triumph, and then pass the turn. Wow, that was bad. I guess we can do it in like 2 turns. Dreadnought in hand is nice if we find an enabler. What you got, opponent? Flame of Anor. Okay, so they do play Flame. I'm glad that I killed their Thundertrap trainer because now they have to get another wizard down. Ugh. To flame me. I do like this deck though. It's just like Jeskai control. Alright, so we get to play Triumph of St. Catherine for 2 mana. 2 mana, 5/5 lifelinker. Here's this and a Ponder. What you got? Swords? Okay. That's fine. I think I'm just supposed to jam Stiflenaught here. I mean, if they have a counter spell, that would be bad. But if they have a kill spell, it'd be bad. If they have a counter spell, it's bad. But I have a Flage. It's kind of hard for their deck to beat Flage because I just get to like keep casting it. So they have to deal with Flage and they have to deal with this. Alright, so they just let me have the 12/12. They probably have like a Swords or something. Flame of Anor kills it. They could also have Flame of Anor, which is fine. They're using that to kill my Dreadnought and not drawing 2 cards and killing my Dreadnought, so I'm okay with this. A back to basics would just be brutal, but I feel like the control decks that are playing mana bases like these aren't main decking the like non-basic land hate enough. 4th for 3? Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Combat damage. Okay. So I'm going to brainstorm. Put back this and this. And then we're going to escape Flage. I mean, if they have a counter spell, it's going to be brutal, but I think we have to do it. We don't really care about our graveyard besides Flage, so yeah. Oh shoot, we have flow state. I'm an idiot. All right. So next turn we get to like attack and yikes. Okay, so I think 4th is just gonna win them this game, which is typically what happens. But so what can we bring in? We can bring in Pyroblasts. We can bring in Hydroblasts. Lavinia is good. Pyroclasm seems bad. All right, we have a plan. I don't think we need Stifle. Stifle is like too high rolly, I think, and it doesn't do anything by itself. In the fetch. Flow state only getting 1 card is kind of terrible as well, but you know, we're bad at Magic and I can't. Okay, so it wouldn't have mattered. Ponder's the only acceptable one here. So we need to shuffle that away. Alright, I think we're safe to scoop here. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to bring in these Hydroblasts. probably these 5. And then I don't think we want... I guess forcing... I guess we can keep in like 1 or 2 forces. And then stifle just not do anything. I mean, stifling their fetch land is nice on turn 1, but... all my other cards are more impactful. I'm gonna try to not jam Dreadnought Doorkeeper Thrall if I can help it, because they can just kill Doorkeeper Thrall in response, and then they get like a clean 2-for-1. But yeah. Yeah, this hand looks fine. I mean, Dreadnought is not my best threat against them, for sure. They mold a 6. But yeah, we get to go turn 1, fetch, ponder, turn 2. I think I'm just going to get basic island here. Yeah, so we get to ponder, and then next turn I can fetch. I'm gonna shuffle this away. We have enough lands already. I don't think we need more. They play island and a Tameo. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm just supposed to sort or pending this on my turn. Let's just thin the deck. I'm gonna grab a non-basic here to maybe... I don't know. Pending this. They might Force of Will. Yeah, they do Force of Will. Pitching Thundertrap Trainer. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. So their plan is probably to brainstorm and flip Tameo and then just like keep upticking, which is not very nice. I guess I could have waited on the pending, but until after they flip it, because I don't know, force them to have it force in their opening hand now, I guess. They do just get free value out of this. Okay, so they do brainstorm. I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna brainstorm. See if we can fight over this. We can. Interesting. Okay, so I think I'm gonna force pitching brainstorm because they're so low on cards, and then eventually in the late game we can Lorien Revealed if we just keep drawing lands, and we do have 2 on top. Here's a Lavinia. So they don't fetch. Interesting. I guess they don't play a single Surveil in there. Alright. So they probably have Flame of Anor, unfortunately. To kill my Lavinia and flip Tameo, which would suck, but... Alright, so they just sack a clue, that's fine. Tameo is giving them a huge card advantage, unfortunately. Let's just Surveil here. Bin that. Next turn. Flage. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to nuke their Tameo here. So they grab Basic Island. Are they brainstorming now? Oh, Hydroblast. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Interesting. We do have an 8-turn clock. Boom. Boom. Yeah, they're just getting a lot of cards here, which is unfortunate. They can draw into a lot of answers. Brainstorm. Ugh, yikes. Alright, if I draw another Flage, I can just kill their Tamiyo by attacking it for 1 and then flaging them to death, but I think we're going to lose this game. I mean, drawing a Pyroblast to kill Tamiyo would be nice. That would be cool. We'll play a Volk. Interesting. Are they sacking a Clue or playing a Flame of Anor? If they had a Flame, it probably would have been a better idea. Okay, they're just sacking a Clue. Holding up 1 blue mana. Tundra, okay. I think on end step I'm supposed to fetch a mountain with this, or my Volk, so I can kill, or I wouldn't kill Tamiyo, I guess I would put Tamiyo to 1, but apply pressure on Tamiyo. They have a 4th Erlingus. Are they gonna downtick and grab a Pyroblast or a Hydroblast or a Force of, or they can't grab Force of Will because of Lavinia. Thundertrap Trainer, yeah, that's fine. They reveal Wrath of the Skies. Okay. I mean, ideally, I just top deck Arena of Glory. Okay. I'm not that lucky, unfortunately. So I need to leave an instant and a sorcery in my graveyard. So we can exile land, sorcery. I mean, they might have another Hydroblast, but like, what are the odds, right? Alright, so we get to ETB. I think I'm supposed to shoot the Thundertrap Trainer to turn off Flame, and then I can attack Tamiyo for 1 down to 4. I mean, they have Wrath the Skies, but I just get to recast Flage, and do they have a Stifle? Consign to Memory? Really? That's got to be wrong, right? So they're going to Wrath. I get to recast Flage, ping Tamiyo down to 4. This not looking good, though. I mean, they could downtick Tamiyo and pick up Hydroblast to kill my Flage. Yeah, so they Wrath. That does turn on their Force of Wills. Okay. I don't think I can beat a Tamiyo ult. If they get to ult this, I'm probably just going to scoop. There's a Flage. Alright, we get to shoot Tamiyo. Yield to all. Alright, so we do have a Swords. We can kill a blocker and... If they have an answer for this Flage, it's going to be really brutal. What you got, opponent? Pending, really? Ugh. Ugh, nasty. Gross, gross, gross. Alright. What's our best draw here? It's definitely not that. I think a Duress down would be nice, but at this point, Tamiyo's just going to ult, so we need to draw Flage. Or a Pending. Pending would be good. Pending would be really good. They play a flow state. Okay, no response. They probably find the Force if they haven't already, but... the long arm of control. Yeah. So I have to find Flage, or a Pending here. Come on, deck. Holy, that's not what we want to see. Okay, I'm just going to play this. For fun. And then it's going to die. Oh, consign to memory. Okay. That's funny. Here's another one. Trigger on the stack. Tap a blue. For fun. Swords it. Boom. Oh, what you got, opponent? Turn off auto yields. So this is me just conceding. No response. Alright. They're going to flame it in response for aura. And then I'm going to swords it again. And then they'll concede because of my aura. They'll be like, wow. Boom. Yeah, we lost. Okay. Good games. So we're 2-1. Let's see if we could 4-1 this league. That would be nice. I think the deck is solid. It's Jeskainaught. Plus it has aura. Boom. Huh. Alright. We found our next opponent. Wumpus X. Okay. Yeah, this end looks good. We've got Stifle Juggernaut. or Stifle Dreadnought and Doorkeeper Thrall. I think I'm supposed to just jam this on turn 2. Once upon a time. Okay, so it's a mid-range deck. Maybe I'm not supposed to jam it then because we could counter like Dark Depths activation. And then also if we just like go in on Stifle Dreadnought and then they just swords it, that would suck. I guess they could swords my Doorkeeper roll and then that would also suck, so it's weird. I don't know. If they tap out, I will just jam. Alright, it is some sort of Maverick deck. Let's surveil. This mana base is really weird because you need double red for Flage, but Flage is like the only red card you have in your deck. Yeah, against Maverick I will keep that. I think I'm just gonna hold up Stifle Doorkeeper Thrall. Wait. Alright. Boom. Boom. And then next turn on their turn I can land cycle Lauren Revealed. Which is pretty wholesome, I think. So they play Caracas. That's good against our Flage plan. They have an Onslaught Pride, okay. That gets absolutely demolished by my 1/2 flash creature. Here's a Plateau, and I will land cycle this Lauren Revealed to get probably a Volk. Ooh, okay, so now we can flash in Doorkeeper Thrall, block and kill it, and then double Dreadnought to outskill them masterfully. So hopefully they don't have a third land drop. Okay, they do. They have red mana. Interesting. Is this Boros energy with... with red? Or with green for Once Upon a Time? I was recommended to play this list before the Legacy 1K that I played in. Oh, I won that, by the way. I won the Legacy 1K with Boros energy. That deck is ridiculous. Alright, so they have a swords, probably. Alright, so I'll just swords this back, I think. Yeah, okay, so this isn't like some mid-range, or it is a mid-range pile, but it's not like Maverick or something. Alright, now that they've used their counter spell, I think I'm supposed to, or their kill spell, I think I'm supposed to stifle this. Here's a 12/12 Trampler. I hope you can't beat it. I mean, a lot of the times they can. They just swords it or static prison or whatever, and then you're just cooked. But so post board, we can bring in Pyroclasm. They have a Wasteland. That's fine. We can bring in Pyroclasm. Amped Raptor. Yeah. They had a static prison. Really? There's no way. That's insane. I mean, that's what Amped Raptor does, I guess. It just hits the best card in your deck every time, so it's chill. But, oof, yeah. I feel like if I ran this league back, I would only play one or like 2 or 3 Dreadnoughts instead of all 4. And then I wouldn't play as many Stifles either. I would just play more, like, interaction or, like... I would probably play Tamiyo's and, like, Snapcaster Mage, probably. But I'm a chud. Snapcaster Mage isn't actually good. I'm sad that stifling their fetch didn't like wreck them like I wanted it to. They have another Amped Raptor. Or Bombardment. Either way, it's not good for me. But hey, if I top deck a Dress Down, I get to play 2 12/12s. Right, they Surveil first. Which probably means it's Amped Raptor. Thinking about if they want this card on top of their library or not. They bin a voice. Okay. And then Amped Raptor. No, they Wasteland my Meticulous Archive. Interesting. I still do have Flage mana, so I can Flage their Guide of Souls if I draw it, but Flage is really bad into Caracas. I guess it's not really bad because I get to keep like looping it. Okay, sure. So they did cut me off of blue mana, unfortunately. Alright, so I'm gonna go that. No. Play this, pass the turn. Ideally, just like 5 mana, or a 2 mana 5/5 Chungus should be able to beat them also, but you never know. Their deck is pretty good at just ignoring creatures, which is really annoying, but you know. And then I can Arid Mesa away there, the Force of Will that's on top. Saving a Johnny. Hopefully no Lazotep Quarry or Bombardment. That would be bad. So they can start looping their own Ajani with Caracas as well. This matchup seems really bad. They've oh yeah, they did have Athalia. They decline to fly? That's wrong. That is definitely incorrect. Ideally, we can like make them lose because of that, but I don't think we have the power to do that. I'm glad Triumph is not a legendary creature, so Karakas doesn't really do anything. I mean, our best draw at this point is Doorkeeper Thrall, because then we just get to go like Doorkeeper Thrall, double Dreadnought. Here's 25 power. I think I would be okay with hitting a Flage, because then I get to kill like their Guide of Souls ideally. They have an Amped Raptor. They have another Ajani. Yikes. Alright, I will concede. I cannot beat this. Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to bring in Hydroblasts. I'm going to bring in Erodes. I'm going to bring in Pyroclasm. So 6 cards in. Force of Will can be cut. And then Stifle doesn't really do much either. I can cut 2 of those. Alright. Can cut 2 Stifles. Alright. There we go. Yeah, this hand's fine, I guess. Turn 1. They mold a 6. Interesting. They probably just didn't have enough lands. I mean, we did draw the one of Stifle, unfortunately, but I guess it could be useful. I could, like, fetch a... In response to their fetch, I could just fetch a Tundra and then just, like, kind of put them in a hard spot. They have a Savannah. Dang it. Dang it. They weren't supposed to have that. Ocelot Pride, yeah. So they are playing the green version. They're probably playing Gaddock Teague as well. That's the chud of choice, I think, for this style of deck. Okay, yeah, we can keep this, I think. I would like to lead on a Ponder. Huh. Kind of like all of these. So I'm going to go this on the bottom, then this, and then this. No. Draw that. And then I'm going to Surveil a Flage to the yard. I'm going to Surveil a Flage to the yard. Oh, okay. Dang it. Computer! So, we get to Surveil a Flage, and then they get to go, like, land some insane card, and then we Flage to kill their Ocelot Pride. I mean, it could be worse. We're, like, behind a little bit, but we do get to Surveil Flage in the yard, which is nice. And we have an answer for Flip to Johnny as well. Alright, so we get to Surveil. We get to Surveil. Bin the Flage. Pass the turn. They wasteland. I'm glad they didn't wasteland me. Okay, Thalia is fine. I don't really care about this. Paying 1 extra mana for all my spells is annoying, but also, like, I need to kill this thing before it gets out of control. Fetch. Let's get a... Let's get a Volk, I think. And then here is a Flage. I think I'm supposed to kill this thing. It's weird because... Alright, I want to kill Thalia, because now we just have all spells in hand. But also this is going to snowball. I think I kill Thalia. Because yeah, them, like, wastelanding me is kind of a nightmare if they have Thalia out, so... Yeah, we'll just go for that. They play Guide of Souls. Alright, that's why we should have killed this thing, but... You know, it's chill. Alright, they blow up my Meticulous Archive. Alright, take 2. They make a dude. They don't have another land drop, which is nice. They have a pending. Interesting. Alright, so I'm going to Ponder, and then I'm going to pending their Ocelot Pride, probably. Ooh. This is good, too. So this. No. Draw this. Play this. Do I even do anything? I think I'm just going to let them commit to the board a little bit more, actually. Yeah. I guess if they fly something, that would be bad. So I'm going to pending their Guide of Souls. Yeah, I guess if they go, like, land Amped Raptor, get in the Johnny, and then they get to fly their Ocelot Pride, that would be rough. So I'll just, like, do it like this, and then I can clean up all their cats with my Pyroclasm that is on top of my library. Alright, so they've got nothing. That's good. I'll Ponder, try to look for a land. This is perfect. No. Here's a land. Here's a Pyroclasm. Your go, opponent. And then next turn we just get to slam Flage if they play a creature. I think if they don't play... Alright, they drew a land. It is a wasteland. There's some tension there. They have nothing to play? Right. I'm just going to flow state then, because they're just giving me time, so... Huh. This was pretty bad. Pretty bad flow state. I guess I had no instance in the yard. Yeah, I'll take a swords, I guess. Any order. Alright, yeah, your go, opponent. Yeah, there's no way they wasteland me. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with playing this game. They're gonna swords my Flage after I play it, but I just don't have to commit to the board, and then I can stifle their wasteland if they try to pop that on my Arena of Glory, so yeah. I'm okay with playing this game, though. They drew a land. Now they play a creature. Now I get to Flage it. They're gonna swords my Flage after I kill their creature, but that's fine with me. They've got an Amped Raptor. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to Hydroblast that, but I feel like I need to save it for... They cast Once Upon a Time. Okay. That was, I think, the best thing that they could have hit for me. Because it's not... They reveal a Johnny. Okay. Yield through this turn. I'm not going to exert this because they definitely just... Like, yeah, they definitely have... They might have a Static Prison too, which is fine, but yeah, they have a Swords. Okay. So we gain a bunch of life. We go up to 24. So I have a Stifle. I can Hydro... Johnny is fine. Yeah, you make a cat. Sure. Bigums. Come on, Bigums. Let's go. Alright, yeah, so they just pass. Now... Huh. Do I have an instant in the yard? No. Yeah, I think I can just do this and then exert a Flage. I mean, if they have a second Swords, that would be pretty bad for me, but... I do get to kill their cat, at least, so... And, like, they Swords it, sure, I'm at 33. So you're free to do whatever you want, opponent. I am tapped out. And I do not play Force of Will post-board or days. So they're going to Johnny. They're going to double Wasteland me. They take out Volk Tundra. Ooh. That's really bad. Okay. Yeah, that's really brutal. Alright. Well, we do still have the Swords, thankfully, that we can use. They go to combat. I think I'm going to hold this because the high roll is that we draw blue source and then they flip a Johnny with a bombardment or something. And then I get to Swords a Johnny and then untap and Hydroblast the bombardment, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. I think now I'm supposed to Swords this because they just didn't play anything. Can I draw land, please, deck? Please, blue source. Okay. Oh, wait, I don't have the blue mana. Alright, so now they have free reign to do whatever they want, which is kind of unfortunate. I am at 30, though, so hopefully they just can't apply pressure that fast. Amped Raptor. They had a Pride. Ugh. I mean, yeah. So we're hanging on still, but we're going to start getting hit for 4 every turn, which is brutal. Yeah, double Wasteland is kind of... Ugh. That sucks. Alright, so they Surveil. They bin a land, which is good for me, I think. I'm not quite sure. We take 4, down to 24. Can I draw a blue source? Holy chat. We're back in business. Alright, so we fetch. I'm going to get a basic island, so I do not get wastelanded out of this game. I will play a Dress Down. And then I will play Phyrexian Dreadnought. Alright, no response. Doorkeeper Thrall. Okay, here's a Dreadnought. Here's a 12-12. Your go, opponent. Don't think they play any flash creatures, but could be wrong. Two mana. What do they have in instant speed? It's 2 mana. Are they playing Felia? Oh, a Braid. Okay, sure. That makes sense, I guess. So I think I'm supposed to take this hit. Now, unfortunately, 2 of our 4 Flages are gone, but we could just draw another one. That would be nice. Here's a Doorkeeper Thrall. The only good card from this set, and Surveils, I guess. But this set was kind of terrible. So they probably just have like a full grip of removal. Yeah, I'll ponder here because I need to get a sorcery. No, I need to draw this land. I will fetch for another blue source. Here's a Tundra, and then Flow State. Okay, they have something. They're going to Hydroblast me? Or Red Blast? Sorry. Pyroblast me. They might Abrade Doorkeeper Thrall. Alright, yes, yeah, so they just had a handful of removal. We get to Flow State. So we'll take Swords and a Lorien Revealed. Yield through this turn. I can Swords their Amptraptor, I guess, if I need to. Cut their clock in half. If they don't commit anything more to the board this turn, I'll Swords it, probably. I'll do it on end step, though. Because I don't want them just getting free information again, or them not playing anything first main phase is smart, because it's like, okay, they might commit another creature to the board, but if they don't, I'm kind of cooked. I guess I'm happy if they don't play another creature here, so it's weird. They have a Once Upon a Time, that's fine. They have an Ocelot Pride. Okay. No response. I'll Swords this. And they pass. We draw on a road. Okay, I think I'm supposed to just jam this here. Draw 3. What are you thinking about? Huh. Yeah, I'll jam this. Remove all their pressure, and then I have a Flage. So they probably drew that for turn. Their hand is probably just 3 kill spells. Ooh, okay. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have 7 mana. Wait, yeah, I have 7 mana. I can just Flage. Wait, cancel. I can just Flage, Flashback, Flage here. And remove all of their creatures, which is nice. I don't think I'm supposed to. I mean, if they have a Swords, they would have played it there, I think. So I'm going to exert this. Red, and then white, and a white. And then we will get rid of sorcery. We need our... So, yeah, we don't care about any of these. All right. So we do get to kill both their annoying creatures, at least. They might have a Swords for this. That's fine. Yield through the turn. They let us go to combat. They definitely don't have a Swords. Shoot this. We win! Wow, what a beautiful game. Yeah, so we won off of the back of that Lorien Revealed, which is quite insane, actually. I didn't think we were going to be able to do that. Yeah. But I guess he had like just a bunch of terrible cards in hand. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, so they start with the Lorien revealed, that's fine. Or, Once Upon a Time, I'm sorry. They do have 10 minutes on the clock only, so if we can get another long game, which we might with these Pyroclasms, that would be good. I think we're going to lead on Tundra because I don't want my Pyroclasm mana getting exposed. Alright, so they go turn 1 Savannah, Ocelot Pride. They have it once. That was a good draw, I think. So ideally this game we get to go turn 2 Pyroclasm, get a 2-for-1. Maybe we could slow roll it until like turn 3, but if they play an Ocelot or a Guide of Souls, I think we just have to jam it because it could be pretty bad for us. They swing for 1. Yeah, we have to take this. Can't do anything about that. Yeah. Alright, Bigums. Play on a Johnny. A Johnny. Come on. Ocelot Pride, okay. Okay, so nothing else. I think I'm supposed to wait. I don't think I'm supposed to Pyroclasm this. I can take 4. I'll get an Elegant Parlor so I don't just lose to... yeah, I'll keep this. I'll just go Tundra Ponder. This seems good. So I'll put this on the bottom and then these 2 on top because they can trip. No. And then, yeah, yield through the turn. So, ideally they don't play a Bombardment here. That would be very, very bad for us. I think we just lose on that if they have that. So, yeah, I think we just lose on the spot, actually. Which would suck after such a cool game, too. And game 1 was fine, I think. I don't know. Guide of Souls. Alright. So this Pyroclasm will surely get them. They get to gain a bunch of life and a bunch of energy, but this is like a 3-for-1, which is nice, so... I don't even know what they could have here that stops this. Heroic Intervention? That would be sick. That would be sick. I guess I should play my land first, huh? Holy. Alright, so we got our 3-for-1. They did gain a bunch of life, but now we have 6 cards in hand and they have 3, so... We are in a good spot here, and the next turn we get to go end step Dress Down, end step Doorkeeper Thrall, untap Phyrexian Dreadnought. They have a Caracas, okay. Glad we're not on a Flage plan this time. I might just Pyroclasm them again as well. Okay, they have a Johnny. That's fine. Alright, so they're holding up Caracas. I think I'm just supposed to Dress Down now and then Phyrexian Dreadnought them. Let's see what we draw though. Hydroblast. Perfect. Beautiful draw. So that gives me an out to flip to Johnny, and it lets me deal with Bombardment as well. So I have a 12/12. They probably Static Prison this, and then it's just like gone for at least 6 turns, probably more. which sucks, but you know. Okay, they swords it. I'm up to 26. That's nice. I just get to gain a big chunk of life. Yeah, so now at this point I'm fine with taking 3, and then I can flash in a Doorkeeper Thrall and take 2, which is pretty cool. So they've just lands in hand. Ooh, they tap down Caracas. That we get. So yeah, they have nothing in hand. Is that what that means? So now we get to Pyroclasm them, and then they're just super cooked. I think I'm gonna hold this because later in the game, 5-mana draw 3 should just skyrocket us ahead. We get to Pyroclasm again, second one. Catch a Johnny in that because they didn't have Caracas up, which was the punish to that play. I mean, getting 2 extra power for free when you have 1 card in hand is good for them, but you know. And we have a Doorkeeper Thrall to shut down an Amped Raptor. So I'm gonna play this. They might have a swords. And then if they swords, okay, nice. End step. I will fetch. And I will surveil, probably an Elegant Parlor. I'm gonna bin this. Brainstorm, let's draw a threat, please. Okay, Doorkeeper Thrall, and wait, no, I'm gonna go dress down Doorkeeper Thrall, and then surveil away the Thrall. Bin that, because dress down at least cycles. So we have a road, we've got a Pyroblast, yeah. I think I'm going to pass. I don't think I want to erode this Amped Raptor. If they Static Prison my Doorkeeper Thrall, I think I will. Or if they play a kill spell on it. But the thing is, Doorkeeper Thrall just does not block Amped Raptor. But this is like an 11-turn clock, so we kind of do not care about 2 damage every turn. They have a spell that they are going to cast. So then Johnny, that sucks, dude. Oh, Doorkeeper Thrall stops it. Okay. I think I can halt their pressure like this, so I'll just do that. Yeah, 2 mana, 1/2 is not very impressive. I'm going to cast Lauren Revealed. And then Doorkeeper Thrall just stonewalls this thing, which is nice. So land, I will pass the turn, I think. I mean, I could jam Brainstorm, but I want to hold up Hydroblast for, like, I don't know, another Ajani maybe. What they draw? They drew swords for my Doorkeeper Thrall. Okay, that's fine. They swing for 1, they Caracas back their Ajani, they cast it again. So I take 1. Them firing off a premium removal spell for my bad creature also is pretty fine with me, I think. Yeah, so they do Caracas back Ajani. Now we can pending it, and then... So in response to this Ajani, I'm going to just cast Dress Down. And then I can pending it. That's fine. Pending this for 2 mana. Done. And then we can draw Flage and just start killing all our creatures. Caracas is annoying with Flage, but it's fine. I'll just draw. I don't need to... Main phase Brainstorms are better is what I've heard. Oh, that's pretty good too. So we skillfully top deck our 5/5 lifelinker. We can stifle a static prison trigger, which is nice. If they grab another surveil land, I don't... Oh, they don't have another surveil. Interesting. I don't think we're supposed to stifle that. The fetch, because like it doesn't do anything. Yes, we got there, baby. Woo! I thought we were going to get absolutely dog-walked that matchup. All right, one more. Hopefully we can 4-1. We already have a 60% win rate minimum, though, so that is pretty good. Deck is functioning. That's nice. Yeah. Lit City. Yeah, I can keep this. Turn 1 Ponder, turn 2 Stifle Dreadnought with Force of Will backup. Huh. So, I wonder what this could be against. Well, we'll see. I mean, this is the type of hand we want. We just get to go Stifle Dreadnought, and we just get a 12-12. I feel like if I played this deck again, I would want... I don't think we want any of these. Yeah, Thrall is a lot better than any of that, actually. Because now we don't even need Stifle, and we can pitch that to Force of Will. Oh, so it's Delver. Okay. I think this should be... I don't know what they could have to just kill a Dreadnought if we just jam it right here. I'm going to. It was a Dreadnought. 2-turn clock. Beast. And then we stifle this. They might have a Daze and a Force of Will. That would suck, but they have a Daze. Okay, Force, the Daze, pitch Brainstorm. Yes! Alright, Bigums, come on. Come here, Bigums. Let me crack you for 12. Boom. And they don't even get to flip Delver. That's awesome. And then we get to Flow State and refill. Bobble. Okay. Sure, man. Why didn't you swing, bro? I don't even know what their deck has to deal with Dreadnought main board. Alright. Tickle you for 12. I think I'm going to play Volk before I Flow State to play around Daze. But if they Daze me, actually, that's fine. I don't know. I'll just do this. Flow State. Okay, they have a Brainstorm. Sure, man. Sure. Are they digging for Force of Will? I mean, if they bounce my Dreadnought, they can deal with it later, but I don't know. Alright. Alright, Bigums. I'm gonna grab Ponder and Dress Down, I think, and then I'll just Ponder here. Wow. Yeah, so this. No. So we have another Dreadnought that we can set up for. We have a Dress Down on top. Everything is going perfectly. And they have to deal with this. So they have a Ponder. That's fine. I don't know what they can do about the 12-12. Like, I guess they could play a Steel Cutter. Or no. If they play a Steel Cutter and a Bobble, they only have... Yeah. They just lose to this. Buddy couldn't beat... Alright, so we bring in these. We bring in this. That seems all good. Force of Wills are really bad in this matchup. They're probably going to keep in their Force of Wills, but that's fine. And then we can probably cut Stifle, too. Do we want anything else? Oh, yeah, we want Hydroblasts for their Steel Cutters. We can cut Stifles. I'll cut a Dreadnought, actually. Alright, perfect. So, I think we're favored in this matchup because we just have, like, 4 Flages, and Flage is pretty good. Alright, so they're still thinking about sideboarding. Wow, this hand looks really good. I think I'll keep it. Ah, dang it. There was a misinput, and I hit the mulligan button. Flow state's so good. I can't get rid of... I guess I can get rid of Doorkeeper Thrall. It just dies to Lightning Bolt, so... yeah, the rest of this hand's looking solid, though. We have an answer to Steel Cutter, which is what we want. They have a Delver, they have a Bauble. So they have no Steel Cutter in this hand because they played the Bauble. I think I'll just play this and pass. They did reveal a Bolt. Okay, I'm glad I got rid of that because it just dies to Bolt. Alright, so we're taking 3. It is a beating, but, you know, it's okay. Do I ever bring in Pyroclasm here? Oh, I did bring in Pyroclasm. Okay, I am not an AI. I did bring in Pyroclasm. Alright, Surveil. Bin that. In the upkeep, do I think I dressed down in response to this. So I just don't get hit for 6. That would suck. Because I need time to dig. They might bolt me in response. They daze. Okay. No. Are they just going for lethal now? They reveal another bolt. Ooh, they don't fire off bolt there? That's definitely wrong. I mean, they have 2 bolts in hand, like... We found the land. We just need a Pyroclasm now. Alright, so we got rid of all their pressure. That's good. They have a Preordain. Preordain? There's no way that's stock. What, could they just, like, not afford Ponders or something? Like... This will be the counterspell bait. If this resolves, they definitely don't have it. Okay. I guess they want to hold their bolts for Doorkeeper Thrall. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. Alright, so they have 1 bolt. They have 2 bolts, so I think I'll let them resolve the first one, then I'll Hydroblast the second one. But yeah, top decking a 5/5 lifelinker is pretty skillful. They did not fetch or fire off either lightning bolt. What on earth are they doing? Did they just like give up or something after seeing me top deck this? Oh, they're doing it on my upkeep. Okay. Computer. All right. Huh. All right. Well, here's a 5/5. Unholy Heat. They do have 5 card types. I think I am just supposed to counter target spell if it's red. And then they fire off double lightning bolt on Triumph, and then they have 1 card in hand. Oh. So their hand is double bolt now. Alright, let's flow state. Arena of Glory Triumph is probably the move here. I'm probably going to counter their Scalding Tarn activation after they brainstorm here because I want to brainstorm lock them. Oh, dang it. Why do they have this card? Why do they have that card too? What the freak? I mean, 5 lifelink haste should be pretty good. Let's surveil here though. It might not be enough. Bin that. I mean, ideally they don't have a... Daze would just be brutal here. Unholy Heat would be really bad. They have a lot of cards that just like kind of blow me out here. They have already played how many Dazes? Just 1. Alright, so they let us attack. That's good. So I'm at 14. They untap. They swing for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So they put me to 2 if they double bolt me here, which would not be very fun. They do reveal bolt again, so it's probably the same one. Yes, they swing. They put me to 2, and then... Yeah. Or I guess they can kill Triumph of St. Catherine as well. I'm going to enter the flow state. Take this one too. I'm just going to go to combat. They're probably going to double bolt this, and then I get to Flage the DRC. What? They didn't double bolt that? I guess they double bolt my face to try to kill me, but that seems wrong. I think I'm supposed to kill that one. What do they have? They have a Consign? They have Consign double bolt to win the game? Ew. That's gross. Okay, sure. So maybe I didn't even think about Consign. And then they double bolt me to win. Good game. That was masterful. Wow. Okay. That was really good. Maybe I should have played around Consign? There's no way. I don't think I need a Rhodes as well. Yeah, let's just run it back. Run it back, baby. Woot woot. don't know what they're thinking about. I don't know why they brought in Consign. I guess they can counter my Dreadnought. That seems bad. We're on the play. I appreciate this person's pace of play as well. That was a really hard game. Yeah, I can keep this. We've got removal. We've got card draw. We've got our enabler. We just need a payoff. So, yeah, this looks good. They keep their 7 as well. I think a lot of hands with Delver are keepable, which is why people like playing it. I don't think it's as good as Dimir midrange because you don't get Bear or Goyf. Yeah, that's fine. I appreciate them not having a threat on turn 1. Are they even playing Steel Cutter? They might not be. Get to Surveil. I don't think I need a dig spell like that. I think I just need a land. Okay, no response. That's fine. Okay, we drew a land. That's good. I think I'm just going to hold up Doorkeeper Thrall / Swords / Lauren Revealed discard. So yeah, so I can cycle Lauren Revealed to go find... so they're really digging for something. They have 10 cards in hand. Second main phase. Alright. Here's the Chud. Boom. Beast. That's tempting. They might have a Bolt. If they had a creature out, I think I would jam it, but given that they don't, I think I'm just going to go to combat and swing for 1. Yeah, them not having a creature out makes me just like not want to jam this, but oh my gosh, computer. Yeah. All right. Maybe I'm just supposed to jam it and like make them have it. I guess what else am I doing this turn? I could discard Lauren Revealed and then Flow State online. Yeah, I like that. Island Cycle. I'll probably get another... I'll get a Volk here, actually. And Flow State. Alright, you've got a Daze. They might go Surveil and Daze. Oh. Spell Pierce. Okay, that's fine. No. I honestly think Flage is good even without... Okay, they Flow State. It's online. I think at this point I'm just supposed to jam it. Especially if they... Oh, they bobble themselves. They like their top card. Okay. They still don't play a threat. Yeah, I think at this point I'm supposed to just swing and then jam that Flage. Stifle is nice too, because if they fetch, I can just stifle it and then play the Flage anyway. I'm so bad at Magic. I should have left up the Tundra. Holy, that was a punt. I'm sorry, guys. That was bad. Yeah, because now we should have been able to stifle this. And they don't get to bolt my Doorkeeper Thrall. They Unholy Heat it. Actually, I think I'm fine with them not having Unholy Heat in hand. That's... Huh. I'm okay with that, actually. That exchange was fine. Flow State. Okay. I mean, if they don't do anything, I'll just recast Flage. Delver? Sure. Yeah, I think I just recast Flage here. Land, please? So this does turn off our future flow states, but it's fine. Flow state's easy enough to turn back on. Yes, they're going to daze me, probably. They have 4 Volks. Okay, they Brainstorm. That means they probably don't have it yet. They might find it off of this, but... ideally, they just don't have it. They're Force of Willing my... They kept in Force of Will? Really? Huh. I guess I'm a combo deck, technically, but Force of Will seems wrong. Alright, so they revealed Pyroblast. Okay, that's a good one to know about. They have a Murktide Regent. That's eating swords. Swords that. Pending this. Leave up Doorkeeper Thrall. They flow state, that's fine. Can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Yeah, flow state's just so much value. Ugh. I'm just waiting for a payoff here, so let's just play the Thrall. Dreadnought would be really good here, please, deck. Okay. I mean, I do just have a Flage in the yard that is kind of hard for them to deal with. I think I just pass. I have a pending for that. I think I'm not going to let them get value out of the Surveil. Computer. So I do this, I play Arena of Glory, I swing for 1. They have an Unholy Heat for my Doorkeeper Thrall. Okay, that's fine. They keep it on top. Alright. Does my pending resolve. Alright, awesome. Here's an Arena of Glory. Your go, Bigums. If they play a Murktide, I'm gonna just... I mean, they can Pyroblast me, but that's a-okay with me. Here's a Dress Down. They're gonna Pyroblast it. They Spell Snare. Yikes. That's not good. Ooh, that was a good draw. All right, well, I think I leave up the Tundra here, so I go tap this for red, white, white. All right, here's a big dude. They have a Force of Will. Force pitching Force. Okay, I'm gonna. So if they have a Daze, this is really bad. Okay. I think I'll just pass. I'll take the hit for 8, and then on my turn I can Swords it. If they do something weird on their upkeep, I can Swords too, because... Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I think if we fire off Swords there, we can save 8 life. But also firing off Swords is kind of bad, because if they have a Daze, we get like super blown out. But so they ponder. They like their pile. They play a Darcy. They get tickled for 8. I think with the Darcy out, we're kind of in desperation mode here, so I'll just Swords this and hope they don't have a Daze. Fudge. Yeah. That sucks. They keep their card on top. So I can blow up their Darcy, and then I just need to draw something for this Murktide. Their one card in hand is a Pyroblast. Oh. Oh my god. Yep. I mean, we were bound to lose that one. Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. There is Jeskainaught for you. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye.